set the table. We've laid out the menu, and the menu promises frags. But I'm expecting this to be particularly brawly through the first 8 rounds. While we sort of set a tempo here. And if I'm Party Astronauts, frankly, I think you lean into it. I think you say, we know how you like to play ChocoCheck. Let's lean into it and see if we can't get it going. We're going to go for a 5-man push over towards B initially here, see if they can't beat the CTs towards the timing. But look at the stack for ChocoCheck. They've got players arrayed, and Carson's going to start the party. Carson with one more. But this is a massacre. Even just the spam through for Carson is finding damage player after player hitting the dirt, and this has vaporized.
Whew. Tough way to get things started for the Party Astronauts. Carson stepping up a big way in that round. You were right on the idea of, hey, they're going to brawl it out. They're going to go a little bit quicker. But that turns against them. No bomb plant. You're hard-pressed to force into this round. If you do, it's just going to be the Deeg. So the Glock saved through. ChocoCheck practically gifted. A clean little opener here, so long as the pistols don't get too funky, as the bomb will be heading its way towards mid. Are we trying to split this one? Or towards the A side, possibly. Up the catwalk they go. Jazz Pimp will fall, but there's a Molly. Molly to keep it at bay, and they have not been able to make it past, so a reset.
Classia. Actually coming out worse for the wear in that duel. That just... That must have been the P250. No way he just got glocked at that range. Didn't quite see it. But here's going to come the burst around. The SMG perfect gun for this situation, but only gets 1. Damage onto a second. They're dropping in towards CT. Oh, this is spicy now. The rifle's in CT. That can control the rotations. This bomb's going down. CJ wants to clear them out towards the site. And if he does so, now he's got a defuse on. Ponolone's not in position for it, and he can't get away. So that's going to be the round win. The gun can be recovered here. The M4s can be had. And that'll be all right for ChocoCheck. That round got spicy, and the bomb plant means we're going to have some money going forward. But no round win for the Party Astronauts just yet.
Still, what was the investment into that round? Like, less than $1,000 for the whole team. 2 pistols bought in. That was it. Yeah. That was it. Barely anything invested. And they're able to get a bomb plant down, take 2 kills. That's a fantastic round for the Party Astronauts, all things considered. Now... Thanks to that save in round number 2, we got Ponolone AWP. Is the timing right? Not today. The Wheel of Fortune spins the other way.
I love how Valve was like, yeah, we lowered this, so now you won't have to commit a smoke to cross every time. You still have to commit a smoke. If there's anything approaching a quick opera on the other side, you still got to commit a smoke.
Yeah.
They're not doing that. No, just putting a...
Food combination.
I like to smoke my mollies. Ages them. Gives them a nice complex flavor. Mesquite.
Interesting. Interesting takes from Dark Mike, as catwalk control still here out towards long. They want to try and lean this one towards A, but it's Carson. On the other side, he'll tuck close with the MP9. 1 for 1. Good enough. Little more. That'd be lovely. How much will he find? Tuck close on the corner. Is there something to clear? Whoa. Okay. No utility. Just Benley. A ringer straight through the head. Ring the bell of Carson's death, but there's 2 on the site, sitting in conjunction, holding hands, and falling straight on down. Jonji's got the taps. And with just 2 rifles remaining, you'd think this one would be a save. No. Jonji's just charging on in. Oh boy, Jonji, he stepped up.
My goodness. And the thing is, because of how close that last round got, right? With just the Glocks and the P250s. You don't really have a lot to hold on to, and you're not going to get any guns back through, so it's going to have to be an eco immediately for ChocoCheck. I got nothing to really invest back into this class. You have a bit of spare capital, but nothing to speak about. Party Astronauts on the board. What a way to get your first gun round. What a way to start the party. Now let's see. Single smoke to cross players in towards B, maybe. It's actually going to get held on to. I do commit it. But with that kill already in, that might just coax them into the B side. There's already a player out long as well. Bit awkward. Jonji get a drop. There's a trade there. But you don't want to leave that rifle out for anyone to find. CJ's looking for it in the smoke. Come on, guys. Give me the gun. And he will eventually be slain. So it's kind of the bait to leave out there. little piece of candy on the end of the string. Lure them in.
She's on the mousetrap. And Carson. Let's see if he's bar eaten. Try to. There's no bark to back things on up. Near flawless round, only Janji to fall as Party Astronauts will tie us back on through. But the economy now in a much better position for ChocoCheck, thanks to a bit of a save round there. So the investment will start to come on through. Not quite enough, though, to get the AWP up for Jazz Pimp. So, On Alone will have a few more rounds. Uncontested. Just him with the big green in the servers. This one, oh, it's quick. Straight out towards lawn. Cynic. Fast onto the blue box. Glacia going forward. A boost up. Ooh, this could be good, but CJ shuts down and Jazz Pimp connects a shot as well. There's a gap. Glacia has exploited it. A long play completely gone awry. It's now the remaining two players. They have the bomb. And they have space out towards mid. We'll be able to grab this A site for free, but long is such an issue, and they have no easy way to clear it out. Would have to just take the taps at range, or maybe try and set up for the post plant on Catwalk. Neither option feels great. They are setting up for the post, and there's a smoke to keep the planter alive, but you need these kills first. You can't just run away, and they're not coming. Benley finds one, drops down, but that should be his undoing.
Even one more kill there would have been nice. Great round for ChocoCheck. Allowing the plant, whatever, that's fine. All right, they're going to have an investment into the next. Converting this is huge. And that long fight, everything that could go wrong did go wrong. They tried to play around the smokes. They tried to make a cheeky play over the dumpster. ChocoCheck were ready at every step of the way. They had the bodies there. They committed to that fight. And it worked out. It paid out. So nicely done. Party Astronauts, plenty of cash to invest back in, but this is one they're going to need to convert something, and they're going to go back towards that long fight. They had spawns for it. They got really fast spawns for it, so they're going straight in. Little spawn-based Counter-Strike here, holding with the AWP, and Pone alone sticks around a little bit too long. Overstays is welcome. Glacia up the underpass through the lower tunnel. Going to get himself a kill as well, and this is another round that's going from bad to worse. Janji at least an answer back. Something doing here. But DJ has lost his gun. Think he wanted the AWP. Better find a rifle pretty quick. Glock's not going to cut it here.
No, not quite. In mid, the spray's good. CJ.
What happened to his AK? There we go. He's finally got one.
Yeah, will be picked back on up. And now 1 versus 3 now. Where can he find these duels? There's a man out towards A long, but he should have no idea about George's position. And George can just play in the pit. Deny this plant, if it even comes down to him. There's a smoke to allow it. And well timed to deny the molly. The push is coming. CJ first up. It's the op towards the long. CJ needs to be isolated. Right here, right now. Not the op. Rifle recovered. Instead, it all works just as well.
The double swing. The double swing. Nicely timed. Nicely done there. Defuse on. ChocoCheck stringing these rounds together now, starting to really build some momentum. We've talked about it. They are a boulder rolling downhill. Once they get going, they are very tough to stop. And that's also just sort of how Dust2 plays. Now, there's money available for the Party Astronauts. It won't be perfect. And are they gonna... Well, this is interesting. Okay. Hero op. Pistols around it. Playing the spawn game. This has not exactly gone well so far. That long fight has been very punishing. This time they won't get a kill, but at least Cynic won't die.
A good thing. They pass this back on over. Old Pone alone, I'd imagine. Where's he positioned? Over towards mid. That up. The position has been shown of it. Or at least its existence given away. So now, ChocoCheck maybe being a bit more cautious about how they position themselves. This one, CJ, though, leading towards mid.
I'm surprised there hasn't been more of a read on this catwalk fight. It's been so soft for ChocoCheck and their defense. This would be a huge kill, but CJ able to line them all up. He doesn't drop. The Tech 9's not enough to take him out of play, and now it's all falling apart. Janji can at least get back that AWP, but now the bomb is dropped. There's nothing doing in this round. Janji, is he going to save, or is he just going to try and die before this timer? Not really an ideal situation.
Option. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way you slice it, it's tough. But they invested into this op. At least keeping it on over would be huge. I don't think he's going to be allowed, though. 30 seconds left, and Carson has his retreat locked on off.
And they're going to pinch him. Of course they are. If they can clock him all the better, 25 seconds, I think he's probably realized he's going to try and go for something. Try and do just a bit of damage. That's not happening here. 5 rounds found for ChocoCheck. 5-2 the scoreline. And, well, we will get an investment in this round. Cynic at the least will be limited as a result of his hero up in the last. The astronauts looking like they may be running out of some steam.
That rocket ship running low on fuel, as the long fight will not be contested this time. Instead, it's a lean towards B, and its lower tons being taken for John G. Finally, a slower round. Pacing, vast variety, was a huge point of success back on Nuke for the party astronauts, but in this game, you cannot quite say the same. So, play a bit of your default, slow things down, see if someone's going to get aggressive, because it's ChocoCheck. You'd think they would eventually. And it was out towards mid that CJ was poking, but just a poke. He falls back, repositions himself towards the catwalk. So, nearing a minute on the clock, it's mid that looks to be nabbed for the party astronauts.
Slipping on in they go. Ben Lee, there's this double pushing towards tunnel. If he could punish it. He's giving up the space. Now they've got the map control. Now they've got the info. How do they react off of it? Still player in mid. I think they might send a round-the-world rotation. And they're going to give up the cat fight initially. Rotate a player in to help it. Now they're ready for it. Now they're positioned, but John G doesn't care. Great entry. They need one more. They're not going to find one more, at least not for now, but that should allow the bomb to transition in towards a plant. Still one player in mid. Takes down 2. Huge kills for DJ. Had to get those to give his team a chance at this round. He left him there for a reason, and he delivers, and now it's all on to CJ at ramp, and he's got nothing. There we go. Catwalk. We talked about it. It was a vulnerability. It was a soft point. They committed a lot of resources to that push through tunnels, right? 3 players on that side of the map. 1 watching mid, 2 pushing into tunnels. And the space is found to move it on towards A instead.
And it took so long, but the exploitation looks fantastic. Out of the party astronauts, ChocoCheck. So, we'll still have plenty of money to work with. And they'll still have an AWP, this time bought in for Jasmine. We haven't seen a lot of him with this gun thus far this game. So, where's he going to take it? Initially just anchoring back of A. Waiting for something to happen. But party astronauts again. Starting this one a little bit slower. Looking to see if a similar play will come out in the mid-round. A bit of aggression, a greed for information. Party astronauts for now, though, content in their setup. That AWP gives them flexibility. They don't have to be quite as aggro for info.
All quiet. Minute in. We really haven't seen anything yet. CJ getting adventurous out cat. Here's going to be the flash forward. Here's going to be the swing. They're not blinded. They're not blinded. They got him. Carson's got the molly down. He will buy himself some space. And with 45 seconds, time is now a precious commodity. But look at where Ben Lead is. Waiting outside B. That's a huge kill to find. Now they just have to deal with Clausia, who's pushing towards the tunnels.
Oh,
there's the spot. What a shot! What a shot from Classy!
It's an MP9 too. That is obscene to find. And he's still here. Can still look to deal a little more damage. Jonji though. Jonji is such an issue. If he can find the kill onto Carson, he can practically lock this round in. And he's done it. The trade's there though. This MP9 still finding value, but it's an AWP. $200 in the back pocket. You just can't justify this retake. Impressive kills, but it's just the damage.
His kill realistically just sets them up for a better save, right? He can upgrade to the AK. This extra money made for next round gives them something to work with here. Someone should tell Clausia that that wasn't a rifle. That was, in fact, an SMG. You're not supposed to be able to do that, but you know, just win the long-range fights. Why not?
Maybe someone can send him a little message, inform him of that that misgiving.
Bonkers.
As it'll be a bit of a deeper push, but just out towards the spawn. The AWP will live to see another day, but party astronauts now looking good in the economic situation. This is the point where I wouldn't hate to see them pivot back to a faster play. They've realized that Cat is exploitable. The long fight, though, is still an issue, but they haven't tested it in quite a few rounds. And maybe now is not the time. As Jazzpimp has an AWP, and he's on the angle. George is just sprinting straight down mid P2K. Not working out too well in this duel. He'll run deeper, though. Straight through the smoke. Look to push. His Glacia will run off. So just leaving one man alone. A mission. But not too much utility to work with. And no real chance. Is there a flash for this play? No. Just a molly. So it has to be off the contact. The op takes a shot. The USPs run forward. Bait in. Try and set something up. But now it's just been an execution. The pawn's falling down. Where's the bishop to follow? Oh, it might get taken too. The pieces of the chessboard crumbling, but Jazzpimp at least fights back for one. That's all they'll get though. Glacia now alone against 4. And again, this one feels like it might just have to be a save. Maybe try and get the op that was dropped out towards long. Cynic ready for that though.
No chance he's getting out towards long if you're going to save, right? Yeah, that's way too exposed. There's secret agent missions, and then there's suicide runs, and that would be the latter. So, Glacia going to be able to back away here. Admire the C9 stickers on the AK.
What gun are those from?
Case hardened. Which one? What are these?
Yeah. DreamHack.
It's a DreamHack, yep.
Nice looking combination for him. And no one really hunting. This round just proves to bolster the economy of the party astronauts, bomb down, keep practically everyone alive, and tie us up nice and neatly at 5-5. First time that long fight really comes to fruition, but to be fair, it was only the AWP of Jazzpimp.
And it was laid in
position, and yeah, he was stuck out.
Pistols were leading the charge on that one. Now we're gonna see. No op available for ChocoCheck. Don't know that it'll be a huge impediment for them, but obviously it does change the complexion, particularly that long fight. Oh, CJ. CJ's doing a cheek. CJ's doing a cheek, and they won't have calmed this because somebody was watching. They might think this is clear. No, Janji's prepared for it. Doesn't matter. Still, it's traded instantly. I don't know whether they spotted him lurking in or something, but it works out. That's the bomb. It's a very sticky situation now. Even numbers still, that bomb can be retrieved. They can't lurk in the tunnels. It's too dangerous of a spot. And while Party Astronauts doesn't realize this yet, there's actually no one on the A side of the map. There's a player at the mid doors, and that's it.
Bentley wants to keep the bomb up. Carson is here. They just can leave to A, but still unaware. The op's ready for that. Jazzpimp finds the dink, but it's not enough. Honestly, really well set up in the mid-round there. It was a bit agreed from ChocoCheck. They knew where the bomb is. They knew they had no control of A. They wanted to move quickly and try and make a play off of it, but the party astronauts were aware that something funky was going on. They just paused, hold for it, and set themselves in the right direction. Now, finally, the ChocoCheck economy has been broken on down. A scout for Jazzpimp. George is invested into a hero rifle, but she can't go peeking mid. Against Pwn alone, simply not possible. A free opener, there is a bit of a reply in damage. But wait a sec. Janji on the other side. It's a 1 versus 2, but he gets away with it. Goes for more. This is greedy. And he even finds the second, just shoving his pockets full of gold. And he wants another sip. Wants a little bit more in his pocket.
Oh.
But that's punished. Cynic taken down. CJ falls too. So now it is just George to perform the heist on his lonesome. He's already known.
Folks, if you're looking for a representation, hold on, let's see how this goes. George nearly bringing it through a Molotov to make life difficult. The Molly's at his feet. He's burning, but he's through it. He's through it. He's got the op out of play. It's going to be left to Cynic. Cynic trying to pull off the clutch. This would be the ace for George. He's going to tap the bomb to try and lure Cynic through. Cynic not reacting just yet. There's the check. And George has gone looking. He's changed the formula. He's got it! The ace clutch coming through there for George. Just enough time, I think, on that bomb. No kit, though. Yeah, just
all
enough
good
time on the clock. No problem there. No hesitation. An ace from George. The clutch in the 1v3. What a rally for him. I was counting him out, and he really changed the math on that round.
Oh, yeah, he did. I mean, pulls it off completely on his own. The push out towards mid. At first, I'm thinking, you know, the greed's gonna get the better of him. Eventually, he'll run out of opportunities, but he just keeps peeking back in, keeps getting the 1v1s. And on a round that was partially a save, things fall awry. But now we have to focus back in on the round at hand, because Pwn alone has finally cleanly won out on the long fight. He had some damage from the utility, but a shot is found. It's a very early 5 versus 4 for the party astronauts.
Major damage going back the other way. It's another double push in towards tunnels. Done a lot of this. This time they're tipping their hand in a big way. What's their response? They're just going to go fast up catwalk. Why not? It's a bit of vulnerability before. It can be again. Nice Molotov. Don't know actually what was there to allow George to get back off that angle. On the minimap, it looked like he was really up the creek. John will be lost. And meanwhile, they haven't been able to gain cat. They've still got a minute. They could just leave. And they're gonna just leave. Is there a smoke for this? There is. They're out. B's been found. A looked like it was open. Turns out it was B the whole time.
Funny how that. Wait a second.
That's spam.
Some spam damage done. Look at the HP. 3 players. The walking wounded. How much of this damage is confirmed?
None.
I think, yeah. Maybe one player doesn't feel like they're gonna go for it at all.
No way.
That is heartbreaking. That is actually heartbreaking that they just don't know.
Even
with. Okay.
Yeah, that was bold from Ponalon. But even with confirmed damage in a 2v4 retaking that B site in particular, I don't know you go for it. Even if you know
flash,
exactly.
Try and poke it a little bit. If you take one, you commit. If you don't, you fall away. It's a risky call, I suppose, but it's ChocoCheck. Sometimes you expect him to go for him, but with the unconfirmed damage, you're absolutely right. 2v4 feels like suicide.
Just can't risk it here. Just can't risk it. The money's too tight. And actually, with 2 players surviving, I don't know that they invest into this one. Drop 2 guns, leave 1 on an MP9 to play one of the close door sections. They've done it before, and they'll do it again. All right, they're going for it. They're making this happen. Might even be able to get a FAMAS out. On towards Glacia. No, he'll go with the MP9. We've seen him use the thing like a laser beam. So he's trying to get into tunnels again. George looking for it. Looking at the possibility, making some noise in mid, putting it down in their mind. 3 players towards B once more. And Carson getting aggressive on catwalk. If he drops, the gates to A swing open again. But he gets a kill and he escapes like a thief in the night.
So well played. Just dancing off the Xbox smoke. Finds his now. It's Glacia. Time to shine. MP9. He can be so good with it. But not today now. Jazz Pimp coming on in. It's perfectly timed. The flash comes through, but there's no follow-up. And George is here. George will take 2 and the bomb will fall. It's a defeat of the opposition. It's just Yonji. He has a lurk. He has a spot, but Carson is ready for it. And 7-7 is where we tie.
This half. I mean, you can't separate these 2 teams, right? They're stapled together at this point. There'll be a slight edge for somebody as we move through, but who it is, I cannot say. These rounds have come down to the wire. Looking at the minimap with our omniscient view has been maddening. Because there's so many moments where it looks like there's an empty site, but it's a shell game, right? You can never guess which one. George trying to get aggressive in mid. He's been spotted multiple times, but the op hasn't found him, and he's able to slip away. Shifting sands of this ChocoCheck defense are impossible to build a foundation of a take on. You just got to find the right moment and plunge through. Hinge smoke up. That implies the catwalk play should freeze these players in place, but see someone's getting boosted up onto catwalk to maybe go back and take that space.
Jazz Pimp. We'll get flashed, but he holds on the line. Stays close. Will eventually have to fall straight back away. Where does the execute come now? Bombs on a rotation. It's back towards B. It's DJ. Couple flashes to work with, but it's Glacia on the close line. He'll take them both. A spray away and even repost. Tucks in, ready for the anti-flash. George to join out towards mid was 1, but there's no way you can push through that. Smoked off, flash through. B-site, the only option, or at least that's what it seemed. If they want to go anywhere else, it'll have to be a fight catwalk, at least somewhat given away. But look, it's Carson. He's holding towards the ramps. There's a player out towards the long. Even if they get up the cat, it is still fine. Carson flashing. He wants information here, and he's soon to get it. Molly forward. So too comes the flashbang, but he can fight past it. Play within the flames. Look to take a fight. He's buying so much time. The rotations are underway. This bomb has to come down now, and it's still not yet to the jump up, though. That's spotted. That's taken. But so is the half. 8-7 as ChocoCheck look to close.
Another half where it feels like it takes so little to separate these two teams, right? This is a close game, to say the least. A little bit of a swing there and towards mid, but it's only one player spotted. It's going to be an overwhelm play on the B site. Jonji needs to be hitting here. Big damage has been done, but the kills aren't following. Jonji eventually going to start to collect those, but he needs some more heads. So much damage done. There's just not much health to work with here for ChocoCheck. But at least for the moment, Party Astronauts want to wait for Cynic to get into his ankle, and DJ gets overwhelmed as they fight forward. It's all going to be on the Cynic now. CJ and Jazzpimp to find, and they've gotten past the doors. They don't need to come back through. They know he doesn't have an ideal situation to bring this, and he's being methodical in his clears. Not all the time in the world, not a kit available or handy, and CJ will take all the time he needs to put one right between the eyes.
ChocoCheck really rip things open nice and fast with the hit over on the B site, and despite the lesser HP, they play that so well. The death ball of two, the duo works in conjunction to isolate those stools. The flank just comes too late to help the brunt of the Party Astronauts. There's a force buy, but it's a bit meager. Mag 7 for Pone alone, a scout to work with for DJ, and okay, there goes one of those weapons. Sick shot from George to open up long. And over towards the catwalk comes Klasia as well. There's a boost, but that might not be sustained for long. The cat fight has actually been pushed away. So, that space held onto. Klasia again does something more as the Mag 7 will rip one away. Still, it's just Jonji. And while his nade deals damage, it does not find a kill. He's being flanked. He is being wrapped. And no way. That round, just disrespectful as a whole.
I think Klasia just dirty harried him.
Yeah.
He counted the shots. He
Yeah.
knew he was empty. He knew the reload's coming in. And he goes for the knife.
Oh, no. That one hurts to watch.
I guess it's technically the reverse Dirty Harry. He was the punk feeling lucky. Oh. That's money in the bank, though. That's cashola. You can see Classia's got $57.50 to spare after his investment in this round. Early pistol kill for Bentley does keep things somewhat interesting here. Okay. Maybe particularly interesting. Dig shot on. Advantage, at least for the moment, in terms of numbers for the Party Astronauts. And ChocoCheck's players are incredibly spread out. Can Jonji get this first kill? What's he doing? What's he doing? Oh, he lost himself. Fell over the edge. Was trying to get to as close to it as possible. And just a little slip, fall, stumble. That might just be it in this particular round.
The climbing gym, maybe it's fun, but won't last you too long. When you're dead, it's just Ben late now. USB.
What a great
like
fitness message, Mimi. This is a Mimi personal trainer. The climbing gym won't last you long when you're dead. Cardio, only good till you're dead. Oh, you want to do strength training? You look real good.
I can't tell if that's a pro-fitness or an anti-fitness message. It's just vaguely threatening.
Yeah. I think anti-fitness, right? The message is like, you can look as good as you want till you're dead. This is very intimidating personal training coming from Mimi.
Yeah, I have my methods. Hit me up if you need personal training. My Twitter DMs are open.
Yeah. Set it up.
Yeah.
Just a very affordable rate. $1,000 an hour.
Super reasonable, to be honest. You only pay $1,000 an hour till you're dead.
Yeah, till you're dead. Yeah, you can't have money when you're dead. Just like your
You could
muscles
just add
don't
that as
matter
a
either.
suffix to anything and just make any statement.
Yeah, it's a great
Vaguely
sandwich.
threatening.
Till you're dead.
Oh no.
Goodness. Late
Alright.
hours going in here. The madness setting in as the clock strikes midnight. Almost 6 minutes till midnight.
Nearly there.
It feels like a good title of an action movie. 6 minutes till midnight.
We really are starting to lose. Get a little lost in the sauce, but talking about lost, DJ is very much isolated here on the B side. If that is where they elect to split, things could work well, but they're faking it out. Smoke for the cross, Jasmine blocking up, and he should be a dead man. John G spots it out, finishes the job, so now this cat hit, it has to be isolated, has to be expedited, and Pone alone able to ring true with the first shot. A boost on down, a drop forward, but John G up to the task, and Smokes to keep him safe. Another shot hit with the AWP, so it's just Carson. Oh, Carson. He is stuck. A 1 versus 4. His position should already at least be suspected. Maybe not. He's bought enough time that he's caused him to see, but now he gives it away. And DJ will swing on out, finish the job.
It was one of those risky moments, right? If DJ drops, maybe there's a path out. Probably not, though. But they'll survive with 4 alive. 3-round lead still up for ChocoCheck, and they've got some money to invest in. Reminder, that knife not too long ago does leave some extra capital in their bank accounts. They'll be able to expend it here. Full AKs up. See if they can rebuild their lead. But the party astronauts can claw this one back through. The op is out now. Big green for Mr. Ponalone. He put it to good effect on ramp in the last round. Looking to do some more of that. Be roving towards the A side of the map. You mentioned it last round, but they are putting a lot of pressure on towards DJ as that B anchor. Not playing the 2 in that we were seeing from ChocoCheck. As I say that, John G comes to reinforce. Yeah. But it's only one player's been seen, and George will catch an aid.
Mid is again getting pressured a little bit here for ChocoCheck.
Oh, he's going to get caught in the reload.
For the cross, George is just sprinting on in. Bold of him. Bold's good enough just for 1, so 4 versus 4, but this B split, it is heavily underway. Mid has been taking a Molly goes deeper, re-smoke even. Unless it gets disrespected by Cynic, it just has to be DJ in the timing. It's so rough for him. Turns away. Now he's getting trapped out. The spray only connects on the first tap, but he might have just done enough because Carson is alone. On the site, a bomb down, but he's being surrounded from all angles. And he might not be ready. Past the smoke comes the first. Sneaking forward is Cynic. And the shot's been found. But Carson, he isolated the second. But he could not connect onto the head. So 9 now found. The gap lessened to 2.
That gap shrinking. Looked like the clutch might just be coming through in that last one, right? First fight. Somewhat isolated, but fortunately traded instantly. Little bit disjointed on the retake there for party astronauts, but it works out. It works out. It works out. Look at this investment. All right, George has a sawed off. What on earth are you going to do with a sawed off on Dust2 T side? Come rocking in towards B, apparently. If he gets in a post plan, it's actually not the worst anymore. And blah, DJ gets deleted with nothing showing. Oh, John G tries to chase it back in, and while he gets one is not enough.
Here comes the shot off.
He doesn't need it
this
anymore.
is the angle.
Got an upgrade.
Oh, this is actually a tragedy. I wanted to see it committed, but not to be the rifle. The better bet. So 4v3, Tons control is still here. This is just a save.
Yeah,
Ponalone has an op. There's no way to make it back in. ChocoCheck has found their 12th.
Here's the problem with that light B presence early on.
Yeah.
Your B player gets whopped with nothing to show for it, and your round's over. DJ loses that first fight, and that is the reality of the Dust2 B site. Flip the doors as much as you want. It's not going to change the math that much.
That is a tough one, to be sure. Jonji made a good effort with the flash through, trying to get something done, but only 1 kill, not quite enough. And ChocoCheck, take one home. Still, the money's okay for party astronauts. They can try and invest around these saved weapons. Everyone's still working with a goodbye. The utility to support it. Pona alone. Where's he gonna head with this op? Is there any pivot to that? Because B-side has proved to be an issue, so has mid control. And neither have we really seen Pwn locking down. So mid is now where he will position. As the long fight is heavily committed to, but it's fast. Oh, they're just trying to rush through, and that's a mistake. Jonji sprays away, finds himself a double straight through the smoke.
Tried to just capitalize on the weakness they had found, but this time Jonji reinforces. Now 2 bodies down with nothing really found for it. They've been rebuffed. Moving towards A instead. Trying to find some space, but it's just Ben Leet who waits for them. The op got shifted around. That's the change up for the party astronauts. But it does mean that they're going to have a rifle to contend with here. Flashes mean that Classy did not see the player get around towards long. Big kill onto Ben Leet. Should allow them a bomb plant. These long players have to be careful about not forcing the fight early enough. They have to wait for their teammates to get in a position, so they'll lock down on towards long. Wait for their teammates to start to take the space towards catwalk, and it's going to be a post plant. It'll be about that bomb ticking away. George trying to take the fight. Oh, but he does not win it. Big kills for Jonji as he adds his 3rd. And here we go. The retake is on. Jaspin whittled down to a sliver, and that sliver is a toothpick. Jonji with a big 4K in the round. 2 to open it up, 2 to close. And the defuse will be on.
It gets scrappy in the mid round, but what a way to get things rolling out of Jonji. The mid pressure was there, the pressure out towards long. ChocoCheck tried to flip the script and just take it fast out towards B, hoping that they would strike gold twice, but not to be. Jonji instead the one stepping up to that plate. Still, the money's alright. The bomb plants have kept it going for ChocoCheck, and we'll have to see where they're headed in this round. The long fight looks like it might be again contested here. Carson flashing himself on in, the molly at his feet, but he has a smoke to contend with it, so good early space. Do the party astronauts fall back, or do they commit to this one? Because there's a flash to re-clear in, to push further. Now, they're forced away. It's a fallback, but there's 3 players on this A site, and there's a boost up for Pwn alone.
So they've gained long. Now can they extend their bulkhead? Beachhead. Does bulkhead make sense? No, beachhead. That's the word we're looking for here.
Just one ship with, just a ship with one really big bulkhead.
Just a massive bulkhead. Well, let's see if they can steer the ship in towards port.
Let's see.
And here they go. The op is the rocks upon which they could dash.
Home Alone, almost a false lighthouse. The glint of his scope will keep watch out towards A long, but they're wise to that. Don't want to go messing, at least not yet, as there'll be a bit of re-clear of space towards mid. The flash forward, the blinds continue. 30 seconds now, a decision has to be made. You're running out of options if you're ChocoCheck, and you think just has to be the commitment up towards A, but no one's rotated off despite the best efforts. Pwn spotted one and finds it. Head taken off of George. Bomb now pushing forward. It's on the back of Carson. He needs to get on the site now, but Pwn is holding for it. Pwn will shut it down. Bomb's on the floor. 15 seconds. This needs to be planted right here, right now, and ChocoCheck is so separated. Pwn alone keeps hitting. 3rd for him. The time is all but gone, and Ben Leet's there for support. Classio will take at least 1, but the round's over. Pwn confirms it. 4 off the AWP. A beacon of light shines bright for the party astronauts.
Really disjointed round from ChocoCheck, right? I mean, Pwn alone steps away from that with 4 kills. And they're all good kills. The first one's a nice shot. The rest, he just kind of posts up and they peek into him one by one, right? Like, he did not have to strain himself for those last 3. ChocoCheck, very disjointed there. I don't know whether they just lost track of time, but they let a lot of time off that clock. And then by the time they're making the hit, one guy's ahead of the rest. They really need to all be on the pace of the one guy to make the take happen, and just didn't really get anything. I guess they were holding for a response, and it's a response that never came, but really bit of clock mismanagement going on there. They've gotten through mid. They've gained this space.
Yeah. Oh, the jump peek. Cynic spots it out eventually. He's only seen 1 now. Classio spotted as well. Takes down the first. Should be easy as that. Cynic will eat 1 dink from the Glocks, but DJ's here. help on out, get that bomb placed on into the earth. Run boost. Ponalone hits these. Maybe not today. Second one? Possibly. Actually, not gonna be him. Cynic hits those, though.
Cynic hits those.
He does.
Cynic gets those tasty ecos. Eeks.
Eeks. Is that the technical term?
Yeah. Yeah, tasty eeks. It's the junk food of Counter-Strike frags. They're delicious. And they do help the team. There's a place for them. You need to get your eeks. Don't want to be losing your eeks.
Someone's got to eat them.
Someone's got to eat them. Someone's got to win those rounds. Now, a little bit of a play outside long, but they haven't gone into the long house. Molotov's all over, making life very uncomfortable for these players, as they will be looking to find something somewhere. And once again, ChocoCheck, without a lot of map control anywhere on the map, kind of left floundering in this one.
Yeah, that dastardly map control could be an issue. This Pwn alone has crept himself so deep. This is quite a bit of information for the party astronauts. They have to be suspicious again that this could be a hit out towards Cat or towards Long, but George is still here. DJ, oh, he clears it.
Okay.
Hard clears it at that. Removes the head of George. Now they send shockwaves into ChocoCheck, but it's forcing them into the hurricane of Cynic's M4. He'll take down 2. Trade eventually comes, but Jonji's on the scene. Bomb is on the floor, and Jazz Pimp is alone.
Now, this is interesting. They don't have the read on Jazz Pimp's position. Jonji's gone looking for him. Top mid. Now Ponalone's aware. They're like, where could he be? They certainly know now, but these 3 players are isolated. Fortunately, Ben Leet's not going to allow this to get out of hand.
They get the op?
No. That'll be an expensive reinvestment, but it's all right. They've got money. Look at the cash they've got. They can make it work. They've taken a lead here, Mimi. It's been so long since we've been able to say that for them.
It's been a second, but party astronauts are looking good. Honestly, ChocoCheck, it's been 3 rounds now that have just looked a little bit uninspired, to be honest. And for the side of party astronauts, they're doing such a good job squeezing map control in the mid round. But in this one, just fast out towards B. Jonji supported with the flashes. DJ looking to deal the damage, and Molly will burn at his feet. But Jonji's here just in time for the support, and now he's gone. Unhealthy is DJ, so he takes 1 more. How late are the rotations on him? Not too far behind. Cynic, you know, just the perfect amount of lateness into the party. He will soon go as the smoke starts to fade. Weapons have been recovered, and the bomb's just been tapped. Clausia wants to get a peek. He wants to get a fight in this one. I will eventually fully commit to it. It's a crossfire. It's a tough one. The only piece of utility, a smoke, a flashbang. 1 on each of these T-sided players, as Carson will hold. Or it's a window angle. A flash will come through. He's very cautious of this flank, but no flank is coming. It's still the party astronauts holding for aggression. Aggression that'll never come. Instead, out onto the site, they come through. Ponalone for the first, Cynic for the second. And while it looked risky, the anti-eco does get shut down eventually. 14 rounds now on the board.
Bomb plant there isn't the worst turn of events, so for ChocoCheck right now, they're going to be able to put a very substantial buy behind this one. Well, the party astronauts just need 2 rounds. However they can get them, beg, borrow, or steal. They just need 2 more. Got the money to spare as well. They can take some lumps. Won't be a catastrophe for them, right? So you don't feel that pressure where it's like, oh, it's got to be this round or bust. But this is awkward. They've been caught out in the open. This is a problem. Pwn alone from the car, dancing around. He knows he's pressured. He's got a teammate to support, and he's hitting his shots. Oh, timely smoke from his teammate as well. Gonna give him some space. He's dumping utility just to try and get out, but what a shot from the Opper. What a way to make lemonade out of those lemons they were tossing at him. Full force. He won't escape. But holy cow, has he given his team a real fighting chance in this one. 2 players coming up catwalk, but it's still going to be their comrade who's got a cross from long. And it's going to take him a little while to do so, so this bomb won't be planted just yet.
Goes the catwalk is 2. It's the brunt of this retake force. DJ. How soon till the smoke fades? It's gone. He has an opportunity. Molly plus a nade. That combination is deadly. As DJ only survives licking his wounds. It's 1 HP to work with. ChocoCheck heavily in favor here. DJ's just looking to be traded. He'll swing forward. He might even be able to find one. It's free. The nade helps out. What is going on with Carson? Clausia on the ramp at 1 HP. It's no matter. Only Jazz Pimp now sprinting away. AWP, but it's only the tag. Series point secured.
A little bit of a pants down moment there for Carson.
What happened?
I think maybe he looked at the nade. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. Something happened there. Certainly. Maybe he thought it was a flashbang. But the end result is that series point has been found for the Party Astronauts. They just need one of these next 3 and they're through. But the bomb plant does mean ChocoCheck at least are going to be able to fight for these 3. But they have to succeed on this one first. And that is going to be a prime missed opportunity. Had a decent shot at the post plant. Couldn't bring it through. Fast play out into the pit. CJ, though, is totally isolated. They were going for a little bit of aggression towards tunnels as well. So just the classic ChocoCheck push everywhere at once. It seemed like maybe they're slipping back into some of those habits. Catwalk control being taken here. A response from mid from the CTs. But what do they actually want to do with it? That's a nice nade. Doesn't do nearly as much as one would expect. But challenging the op will have the desired effect. Death comes in a big way.
That it does. And it's Pwn alone to deal the damage. Jazz Pimp just on the other side of the smoke. It's a split play for ChocoCheck out towards long as CJ. And Jazz Pimp is now giving away his position. CJ spotted as well. He needs this kill. He needs it quickly, but it's 2 on the other side, and he'll actually find them both. Now the odds are even on out. Now the site is taken, and the bomb should be able to come on down, but Jonji has caught out Carson, and the catwalk, that will be secured. Jazz Pimp fights forward, takes one. He's able to recover one, and you're right, the bomb is down. It is in the worst position, but there's no one there holding anymore, Mike. It's just Cynic out towards long, and he has but 1 HP. If he runs B now, if CJ just books it, it could go huge, but he's letting the timer tick away. He has absolutely no idea where this AWP is, but it doesn't matter. He's running. He's making the mad dash, and he'll have plenty of time to get this bomb down on B.
Hell of a gamble, but it pays off. Read the situation correctly, and Cynic now is going to have to attempt to retake. They have plenty of money, so he'll go for this. I think if their cash wasn't as flush as it is, you'd have to think about the save. Just the op alone being so valuable, but you just got to find the round. Gonna go for it. Has a pretty good read on where this player could be. Needs to clear the obvious spots, and CJ is tucked. Here comes the top. As it is, CJ coming around, only needs the 1 bullet. Cynic was already low, and that will be 1 more in the bank for ChocoCheck. 2 rounds needed for our 2nd overtime of the series.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
ChocoCheck. I mean, what a gammo to take in that 1 versus 1. To have the read, realize that something could be amiss. Out towards long and make that rotation towards B. It's well played. The start of this round, it's heavy towards a long. Party Astronauts have realized how often ChocoCheck is taking this fight, or at least positioning a player to do so, and it reaps benefits. A frag for free with barely any damage traded, and even a re-smoke to secure the position deep. Wait a minute, bomb down, only for a moment. It's recovered. The intentional position, not on that body, so B site, that's the destination. Already out is Glacia, but DJ able to find it in the spray through the smoke. Jonji has knocked his opposition down to 16 HP. He'll grab himself an AK, and the wild spray should eventually find his mark. No, unaware, and George has found one up above. He'll take a second. So a 3 versus 3. Yet another B retake on the cards. The nade, that could finish the job. Not quite. Goes too deep.
How has this happened? How has this happened? Jonji not realizing the player's going above him. Whoa. A retake of the B site to potentially decide your fate here on Dust2.
Oh,
Shot missed. Jazz Pimp. Don't get too many more of those opportunities. Now they're posted up on him. They have to not stack up. Can't get shish kebab by these bullets. Coordination needed here. And CJ, that's a huge one to find. They're going to save. They're going to save. ChocoCheck will bring it to 14. 1 more round needed. This could be overtime, folks. This could be it. It was a 5v3 with a firm setup on the B side. It was looking done. It was looking dusted. It's anything but.
Jonji didn't know. 1 HP. 1 bullet would have finished the job, but ambling above is George. And he might have just saved this series. ChocoCheck within grasping distance of overtime. The party astronauts, worse for wear in the economic department. Their trust fund finally running out, but they're running straight down mid. It's Jonji. Who else but him charging forward, and the bomb available on a platter. But not silver today. Information still, there's a ton of it.
Oh my goodness. Is he gonna catch this kill on Class here? There's no way he expects him to be here. No chance he clears that. Now they know they can't rotate. He's going to check in towards tunnels just to see what this is, but this is going to be the full play. Jonji needs to get back around, needs to figure out where this is coming quickly. Here comes the hit. They're just going to pull the trigger to go in towards A. It's the correct response. But it's going to get messy. So very messy. DJ with 1. That drops the bomb. It's not going to be planted. It's all onto George and Carson. A 2v5. They need to beg, borrow, or steal a kill at this point, and that bomb's been dropped out in the open down by CT as well. George trying the Zeus in that situation. And this is going to be Carson. 1v5. Dropped. Done. Dusted. That's the game. 16-14. It comes right down to the wire, but the party astronauts are able to bring it over the line. They're able to take the dub. They're able to move up